Does life feel like an endless labyrinth that you can't seem to find your way out of? Are you seeking something deeper, whether that's connection with others or connection with the divine, connection with unseen realms? Are you walking around feeling a tiredness in your soul or muddied energy in your etheric field? If so, this might be your reading. This reading is going to be for the sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements, or any other major placement in your birth chart that you're working with right now. Even if you're not an Aquarius, if this video started automatically playing for you or you were attracted to the title, there could be messages in here for you, okay? So we're going to get into tarot and some other divination, but I pulled some oracle cards just to kind of get a heads up on what we need to talk about today. And we have seeking, connection, and etheric body. Now, these cards talk about past lives, crown chakra, and auric field cleansing. So I have a feeling a lot of you already know about that, and this is not going to be new information, but please do listen. I'm going to read from the guidebook for these because there's reminders here for someone who has been working on these things. And if you haven't, but it sounds interesting to you, there's a reason you're feeling called to listen. So please do stick around and listen and take the information that feels right for you to take and leave the rest, okay? So, seeking. You are a soul in a human body, residing in the realm of existence for the lifespan of the physical and biological vessel that was provided to you. Walking the path of this current human life is akin to journeying through a labyrinth. Life can be seen as a maze with twists, turns, and dead ends. In a maze, one is seeking to find the center of it and then finding their way out of it. In life, however, we are seeking to find our way through it with meaning and purpose. What are you choosing to seek during your time encapsulated within this body and on this planet? Recall upon past lives here on Earth and in other dimensions regarding the labyrinths you have traveled before. Your soul does not forget any of its past pilgrimages. Use this past knowledge to better grasp the layout of the labyrinth that is being presented to you in this lifetime. Think and meditate on what it is you are seeking. Is it enlightenment? Is it answers to questions you have? Are you seeking happiness? Are you wanting to find sovereignty for yourself? Perhaps you are seeking something new, and perhaps you are continuing the work you began in another life. Connection. A crown of stars and moons represents the invisible but powerful crown we all wear, our crown chakra. The wheel of pure source energy sits just above our physical being and acts as a conduit which connects us to the spiritual realm. The healthier and more cleansed our crown chakra is, the better and stronger our connection to unseen dimensions is. The universe is asking you to open up your crown, to spend the time and effort required for healing it, and working to understand it. You have been given a physical vessel and an etheric body, which is the other card that came out, etheric body, so totally ties in. Both of these can be enhanced and enlightened by an open and working crown chakra. By having your own personal portal connecting you to realms and dimensions unseen by our physical sight, you are able to constantly receive information and universal guidance. These are cosmic downloads being sent to us by other souls, spirits, and beings. These entities are an integral part of forming and the development of your spiritual identity. A working crown chakra is an important piece in your soul's toolkit to help you reach back to past lives, which is interesting because that's what the seeking card was about, right? So it's all connected. to lean over and look into alternate timelines, and to glance upwards and know that there is far more to the universe than the human race residing on Earth. Use your crown to connect with your soul family, your higher self, and spirit guides. Okay. And we're going to get into advice for all this in a minute. I'm just going to read the last oracle card. This is the Wandering Soul Oracle. I do, going forward, not on all my past videos, but going forward, all the decks that I use in the reading are listed in the description of the video. So if you're interested in checking them out. Okay, etheric body. By the way, I'm Olivia. This is Dark Goddess Moon Tarot. I don't know if I said that yet. So if you're new here, hi, welcome. Okay, etheric body. Your aura is the layers of glowing energy that envelops your physical being. It is an intrinsic part of you, and just like any other part, it requires attention, to be cared for, and to be loved. Every single day we encounter other beings, sentient or not, that cast off their own energies that can leave a layer of dust which coats our etheric body. The damage this can cause your auric field and its subtle layers depends greatly on the type and the amount of this low vibrational dust that can accumulate and settle on your aura. It also depends on your ability to provide protection for your spirit. This dust can cause a dulling of your aura's colors and a lowering of your own frequency. That muddied energy you are feeling, that tiredness in your soul, that is your aura telling you it needs your attention. These subtle layers which make up your spirit require cleaning and cleansing. You clean the home you live in, so it only makes sense to clean the space your spirit lives in. This dust needs to be washed away and your aura given an infusion of cosmic vitality. Your aura is the light by which the universe and all its beings identify you. Ensure your vibrational signature is strong, healthy, and glowing. The Eight of Swords tarot card just popped into my mind, and that is that's a cycle of low vibrational energies, right? When we have been through a lot of pain in our life, with it being swords, what we're referring to right now is mental pain. It can be so difficult to get out of that cycle. And if you're walking around and collecting this dust, right? And it's not necessarily from other people, although that absolutely happens on a daily basis when you're around other people. But even just the energies that are present from events that have happened. So there's a lot of energies we come in contact with that we are completely unaware of, right? And so daily cleansing is really important. And I'm guilty of not doing a daily cleansing, which is ridiculous. I think this reading is for me too. I'm an Aquarius rising, so I definitely, it's my rising sign, so I'm definitely an Aquarius as well. And I think this reading is for me as well, soul family, so you're not alone. My favorite way is to listen to and watch on YouTube Reiki practitioners do energy healing videos with ASMR, and the Loon Innate is my favorite. Jillian, I love you so much. But I have several others that I really love. Hoa of Alchemy Healing is coming to mind, but I will link a few in the resources section of the description of this video. And if you have some favorite ways that you like to cleanse your auric field, your crown chakra, please do leave them in a comment, and I will pin the comment, so or comments, so that our other soul family members can check those practitioners out as well. But there are meditations, there are guided visualizations. Simply connecting to Mother Earth is a beautiful way. So a meditation that I do, a visualization, and if you have trouble visualizing, you can still do this using your other senses, right? So the first thing that I do in terms of like getting grounded and centered is the visualization where from the root chakra, I visualize roots growing down. Mine are silver and sparkly. You can choose whatever you like to visualize your roots as. But energy roots grounding down into Mother Earth, into Gaia, into her spirit. And she is more than happy to take the negative energies out of us. And you can visualize whatever, sometimes it's like a gray, brown, blackish, like dark, smoky sort of visual for me that I visualize going down into Mother Earth, and she transmutes that energy into recycled new energy for humanity, for the planet. So that's just one of many different techniques that you can use. And with the cleansing of the aura, I mean, there's a lot of different modalities in the spiritual world, so it's important to find modalities that work for you, that you are connected to. For me, Reiki energy healing is just my number one go-to, but you can work with crystals, you can that's for you to explore, right? But I think the point that Spirit is trying to make here is that you might be in that Eight of Swords sort of energy, and we're going to get into the tarot, but it's like the messages are sort of flowing through the channel. And this is the first time I'm like, oh, I don't really need tarot. I feel like we're talking about what we need to talk about for Aquarius. This seeking, whether that is seeking to learn what is the major lesson of your life this lifetime. Why am I here? Why do these cycles keep repeating? Why can't I find my way out of the darkness? Why can't I connect to other humans in a way that feels meaningful and authentic? Why can't I connect to my spirit team? Why can't I connect to the unseen realms? Why is there a disconnect? Why do I feel sick of being here on this planet? I mean, if these are energies that you're resonating with, I can definitely relate. I go through periods of this. And I think that this is advice from Spirit, that it's a daily thing. It's a daily ritual that we need to do in order to connect to beings or to our higher self in a way that is going to help us find our way out of the labyrinth. So in this card, there is mention of working with past life discovery, and there are guided meditations you can do. If anybody has a favorite, please do comment it, because I need some more. I'm always looking for more guided meditations. So if you have one that resonates, please do let us know in the comments. But you can also look into if you're into astrology, looking into your birth chart, utilizing your birth chart to help with past lives. Also, shamanic journeying is another way. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Let's see. Let's get into some tarot. What else does Aquarius need to know? Thank you so much. Thank you. Anything else? It's interesting how I think so many of us are feeling this way, based on how terrible the world is. And it's not right now. It's like, it's always been this way, but, well, maybe not always, but it's been this way for a long time. And now we have the internet, so we can see how horrible things are happening everywhere, to our fellow human siblings, and and to the planet, right? The animals, Mother Earth. So there's this collective feeling of isolation, I'm feeling it on an individual level, but also collectively. Yeah, okay. Four of Wands reversed on the bottom of the deck. And the cards we have flipped out, we've got Justice in reverse, the Six of Cups, and the Hanged One. So the Justice being in reverse, that's like, yeah, a feeling of things have been really unfair in the world, in your community, in your personal life, on your journey, on your life's journey. Things have maybe felt extremely unfair, like there hasn't been any peace for you with the doves here. The doves of equality is what this card is called. Things have not felt equal or fair for you, or for humanity, or both, right? Some of you are going to feel this more deeply on a collective level, and then others, you're going to feel it more deeply on a personal level, and probably also collective as well, right? So with the Hanged One, this is a call to have release, to release control. There are things that are out of our control. There are injustices and inequalities that are out of our control, in a sense that we can't just flip a switch and change things overnight. But we are, as humanity, there is a collective shift that is going to happen. And it's hard to keep the faith. Okay, now I'm being called to talk about something else. Hold on. But when we stay in a feeling of being stuck, we can't take action on things in order to make the change. So with Four of Wands in reverse and the Six of Cups, can I get more on that before I speak on that, Spirit? Thank you. Oh, wow, okay. Knight of Cups on the bottom of the deck. In this particular deck, the Knight of Cups represents feeling maybe like a little bit of a lone wolf that wants to find your pack. And we have other wolves in spirit here. So you're not alone. Your spirit team is there guiding you, wanting to connect, but they can't because there's some clearing and cleansing that you need to do. Okay, honey? All right, so Five of Cups, Eight of Cups. It's time to walk away from feeling, that's what the Six of Cups, feeling nostalgic over the past. The past disappointments, past emotional despair, past regrets of things that didn't go your way. And in the traditional Eight of Cups, or I'm pretty sure the cups are all upright, at least in my Rider-Waite-Smith deck that I have. But in this Eight of Cups, they're not. They're spilled. And the Seeker, right? The Seeker is leaving them behind, walking away, ascending to new levels, to a new threshold. Or that's what your soul is calling for. But we have the Chariot in reverse, the Seven of Pentacles, Temperance in reverse, King of Pentacles in reverse, Knight of Swords, Ace of Swords. Okay. Seven of Wands in reverse. So with the Seven of Wands in reverse, and the Seven of Pentacles and the Chariot in reverse. Let's talk about those first. You might be feeling like, I've put in so much work to figure out that which my soul is trying to figure out in this lifetime, but it's not working. I'm stuck. I can't seem, I just saw 2022 on the timer and was told to call that out. So either angel number 222 is significant for you, or something may have happened in the year 2022 that is significant for someone. But if not, then that's just not your message. That's fine. But someone needed to hear that. So feeling stuck. Maybe you've been feeling stuck since 2022. Seven of Pentacles, the rewarded frog. So the frog is being pretty strategic about how to get its meal. In this case, it is sitting on the Venus flytraps. 2112 on the timer. That's an angel number for someone. 2112. Waiting for the flies. And this frog has been very patient, but because it knows, it has faith in the Venus flytraps. It has faith that this plant is going to attract the flies, which it does, right? Doesn't it have some sort of scent or something? That, anyway, the frog is having faith in the plant, the Venus flytraps, and patience is required. But the frog is rewarded in the end. The frog is rewarded in the end for having patience. That the hard work that they've put in is going to build something. There will be rewards for the hard work you've put in, Aquarius. You might be feeling stuck with the Chariot in reverse, like complete block on your momentum. That's okay. That's part of this journey, right? So we're going to get into how do we clear the block in a second, I will ask. Temperance in reverse. This is a call for balance, a call for inner emotional, mental alchemy. King of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, you might be feeling like a lack of financial stability, a lack of being able to be the king of your kingdom, you know, so to speak. Genderless, obviously. Knight of Swords and the Ace of Swords. So, this is good news. Ace of Swords is clarity. It is the initial idea for what you need to take action on with the Knight of Swords. I just heard some of you are being called to lead, right? And we have the Cobra with a bunch of, what are they? Meerkats? I don't know. They are mesmerized by this cobra, though. Right? You're calling in your soul family. Maybe that's what you're seeking. That was mentioned in this card. The Eight of Wands, momentum, speed, fast action. What's their advice, Spirit? Several cards want to jump out, but they're not. these are. The Nine of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles, both in reverse. So, coming out of a long period of intense anxiety, likely about lack of resources, lack of ideas to make money, releasing, with the Hanged One just popped in my head, releasing fears, thank you, okay, releasing the fear and anxiety that is tied to your ability to create wealth and abundance in your life. Thank you, Spirit. I just picked up the deck and the Karmic Soul Tribe card came out, the family. You may be seeing whales lately, or like videos with whale sounds might be significant for someone. Yeah, are you seeking your soul family? Me too. Subscribe. I think you are part of mine. I just saw 2626 on the timer. Angel number 2626 might be significant for someone. The Two of Pentacles. Feeling like you're juggling likely two different things, two different paths within the same labyrinth. It's time to walk away from one so that you can ascend. It's time to walk away from one of the things you've been juggling so that you can ascend spiritually and connect with your soul family. Oh, that's so beautiful. So it's going to be different, you know, for everyone watching. It's a collective reading. The Four of Swords, the sacred space. So this is about contemplation. Maybe it's time to get quiet so that you can get clear on what you're seeking. Or if you already are clear on what you're seeking, getting quiet is how we do connect. It's imperative. If you want to do any sort of divination with beings that are here for your highest good, your actual spirit team, it's important to be quiet so that you can hear the messages. And you don't have to be clairaudient to hear the messages. They can come in all different forms from all of the different clairs. You have access to all of them. It's about practicing. Sometimes they come in the form of divine downloads. So clear cognizance, like just a divine knowing, like you just know certain things. But you can't receive that information if your auric field is cluttered. It's like, you know how they say like a cluttered space, like your cluttered office space, it makes it really hard to do your work. It makes it harder to do your work because everything's a mess. And so, or if you've been going through a really stressful time in life and your home is a mess, it makes you feel worse because it's like you don't even know what you need to do because you're just focused on all the mess and clutter around you. It's the same thing with our auric field. We cannot see, most of us cannot see the clutter in our auric field. So it's about feeling, clairsentience, feeling. And if you're feeling, you know, the weight of the Nine of Swords, the Eight of Swords, the Ten of Swords, the Three of Swords, if you're feeling those negative dust particles, so to speak, it's hard to continue on the journey. It's hard to connect. It's hard to find your soul family. It's hard to hear your spirit guides. So it's imperative to do the cleansing. The most important thing about which cleansing modality you choose is that you believe it. You have to believe it. You have to have faith that it's working. And you'll begin to feel. You'll feel the difference. As you ascend, you'll feel it. You'll feel your vibration rising, so to speak. I've said so to speak, I'm pretty sure 3 times in this reading. Oh my goodness. Interesting. That's a message for someone. You have to do the work every day and have faith that you will be rewarded. Okay, honey? This is beautiful. Let's get one, or to close the reading, we're going to get one oracle card, and then we're going to pull charms. I love pulling charms. It's just always so fun. It wraps the whole reading up. Can we get one oracle card? Thank you so much, Spirit. Thank you. Anything else? That one wants to come out too. Thank you. Okay. Unraveling thoughts, which is definitely 8 of Swords vibes, 9 of Swords vibes. Unraveling thoughts and trust in time. I'm going to read from the guidebook, I'm being called. But look at like the circle, the spheres. That's an interesting synchronicity there, right? Okay. Unraveling thoughts. I almost had the page and then it slipped. Okay. On the path towards self-realization, the seeker encounters critters that tug at their ankles and storms that heave and swirl through the mind. Find the strength to release them, allow them to just be, and redirect your focus towards the horizon. As the focus leans forward, you'll find those nagging thoughts unravel and fall in a heap at your feet. Shake them from your boots and continue through the storm. A sound resonates through the chambers of the seeker's heart and reverberates back into the mind. With unwavering resolve, the seeker unveils a sacred covenant, a pledge to relinquish the chains that have bound them to this labyrinth of suffering. I am not kidding. It literally says labyrinth of suffering. What are the freaking odds? Thank you so much, Spirit. That's crazy. Y'all, this shit's real. Okay. I mean, I know it's real, but like, it still gets me so excited every time. Okay, I'm going to read that again. With unwavering resolve, the seeker unveils a sacred covenant, a pledge to relinquish the chains that have bound them to this labyrinth of suffering. And then it gives sort of like a quote that or a mantra, I guess. In this sanctuary, I shed the weight of anguish and embrace the liberating dance of transformation. May every syllable of this decree become a radiant beacon, illuminating my path. With surrender... Stop it. That's the Hanged One. With surrender, I release the grip of antiquated patterns and beliefs that no longer serve me. As my proclamation echoes through the desert of my mind, I draw in the healing energy of my secret passion and empowerment. This decree will cradle the seeker's evolution and herald a transformative wisdom and will guide the spirit toward all that is in its highest good. Look, this is a desert. So another synchronicity. Amazing. Okay. Last card and then we'll do charms. Please do like the video so that YouTube will start sharing my videos to more people. Like, the algorithms are so challenging, like even for really established tarot readers. So it's like really hard for those of us that are trying to get started when YouTube is working actively against us. Okay, sorry. Just had to. Very disappointing, because I know that these messages are meant to meet my soul family. I know that. I'm having faith, right? I'm having faith. Okay. Trust in time. This is so beautiful. Okay. Time is both a sacred healer and teacher. It heals our spirits by helping us to let go and teaches us reflection and patience. Yeah, that's the Seven of Pentacles, is patience, and reflection is that Four of Swords. Reflection and patience. Other times, it offers up wisdom in its place because it knows it might never heal some wounds. The seeker is asked to trust in time, however it bends itself. Though wounds may linger and scars remain, the seeker understands that time holds power. Through the passage of seasons and cycles, clarity and insight are born. And in its embrace, you will find the quiet strength, knowing that each moment is waiting. Sorry, I'm going to read this again. Through the passage of seasons and cycles, clarity and insight are born, and in its embrace, you will find that quiet strength, knowing that each moment in waiting is an offering imbued with the potential for growth and renewal if you accept it. This is talking about the time in waiting right now. Okay. Time has an orchestra of healing energies and entities at its disposal, and with intuition, it is curated perfectly just for you. To tap into the magic offered, listen. How are you being called to utilize this time? Embrace this solitude with time and transform it into your awakening, into higher levels of understanding and spiritual evolution, where you can embrace those scars, transform them into power, and push yourself towards your destiny. That's incredible. Thank you so much, Spirit. All right, let's get some charms. Charms can act as signs, synchronicities. Sometimes they pull through additional messages. Sometimes they just act as clarifiers. And let me know if these are signs you've been seeing, or if you end up seeing them in the coming days, coming weeks. They're messages from your spirit team, okay? All right. Thank you so much, Spirit. Yeah, we got the ladder, honey. You are going to be spiritually ascending. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, that's so cool. That is so cool. So, confirmation. Thank you. Oh, we got another, I call this a double confirmation, right? We got another double confirmation. We have a judge's gavel. So, justice is coming, honey. Divine justice is coming. All right? You just have to have the faith. You have to have the faith. It might be coming faster than you think with the lightning bolt here. We have a compass, which for me symbolizes that internal compass. That internal compass is imperative on the path, right? We have an extracted tooth. So something needs to be extracted before we can ascend up the ladder. We have 2 rabbits under a crescent moon. We just had the spring equinox, but all of my readings are timeless. So, but there's something about that energy of spring that I associate with this charm. But rabbit spirit might be significant, that energy of creation. We have 1111, so the angel number of manifestation. And then we have the goddess Isis. So maybe she is calling to you. Maybe she is calling to you to connect. That's for someone. And then we have the sun. The dark times are going to be illuminated with happiness, my love. You've got this. You've got this. We've got this. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your energy with me, Aquarius. Anybody watching. It honestly is an honor, and I would love to have you here. Please do subscribe to the channel and check out your other placements. I always recommend Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs to get the most well-rounded picture, to get the most advice possible for whatever you're going through. But remember to always listen to your intuition and only watch what you feel called to watch. Okay, honey? All right, and until the next time, I'm sending you so much love. Take care.